Alright, so when does the interview begin?
Well, we'll start it right here. Hi Ray. Shooting me.
Hi. What's up?
So, are you ready?
So my social insurance number is...
I'll just put a beep right here. So, it's been a few years since we've known each other, my friend. But,
I did the math. It's 13 years.
Is it really?
I think we met in 2011.
That sounds about right.
Cause Coney 2012 happened when we were in grade 8.
Oh right, 20. Oh right, yeah, that's.
I was literally just thinking about this before we did this.
God.
We've known each other. It'll be 13 years this September.
Jesus, I didn't know it was 13. Anyway.
And me either.
Did you want to recall our first encounter with one another, or how we kind of became friends?
Okay, so I don't know if you remember this, but I remember it vividly. I think you were the first person I met at Waldeck when I came in with my family to see if that was the school we wanted to attend.
Was
I remember, I think you were. It was like you, Paige, maybe Rainey. Because I met the grade 6 class, because I would have been in grade 6 at the time. Oh, and you already did dark, and I picked up a dark thing.
Yeah, I should have told you that.
Smart boy. No, you're smart boy. I like it. And then my sister and we decided this is the school we wanted to go to. I think mainly because of the vending machines. I think you were the first one. I think you were in that group of like 3 people I met when.
What a reason to go. Man,
well, you have to think about it, right? Like the school I went to, we didn't have we didn't have shit. Motherfucker, you're stealing my shit. We didn't have anything cool. I mean, like the high school had vending machines, but I was like, yo, what? Middle school vending machines? Hey,
yeah.
Babe, what's up? Yeah, what's up? Yeah, I'll ask him. Yeah, I can do that. Alright, I'm gonna grab those.
Yeah, you grab those. Yeah, you got them.
Yeah, thank you. I need one more. Oh, there we go. But yeah, first day of classes, when we arrived in grade 7, I think was the encounter you're talking about. Where Johnny had just finished showing me around, and then Ozzy was chasing you, and I remember being near the foosball tables and you looking at me and going, "Help me!" I was like, I don't know who this dude is. Who is this guy?
Who's this man?
I don't know shit about him. Why does he need my help? And then I don't know. I don't think we really talked much.
Not beforehand.
I don't know.
Definitely not before like the
for art class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it happened.
I think I was hanging out with Braden and Ty.
Yeah.
And then art class, we were sitting next to each other. And the teacher's like, all right, whip out your art supplies. And everyone's just like, you got scissors? And like, I pull out my scissors. And you whip out these fucking little kid scissors. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, is that the scissors you have? And you're like, yeah, my mom doesn't trust me with big boy scissors. Funniest fucking shit in my life. And here we are 13 years later.
Yep. Basically, our whole friendship started over a pair of fucking...
Dude, we should have kept them scissors and, like, bronzed them.
We should have. I think they broke.
You know, that would not surprise me.
Well, they were, like, literal children's scissors that, yeah, they weren't the greatest.
So, remember we gotta, like, stand in the dark to generate dark. And then, yeah. This room sucks, because there's not a lot of
there's a lot
spots.
of light in this room.
Yeah, you gotta find, like, these really weird angles. Let's see if I can lure this guy. You know, give him the old
I can get stuff in the
van.
first room, I just died. So I'll grab stuff. I'm in the first room again.
Oh, I got dark.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah. So yeah, that's where we first met, and then after that, we started like hanging out at school.
That was grade
Um,
7, correct?
That was grade 7. Yeah, yeah. It was grade 7. Yeah.
13. Man, we're fucking old.
Oh, fuck! Don't remind me, dude.
Speaking.
Don't remind me.
Speaking of school, you're actually in secondary school right now. What made you want to
Yeah.
go for the profession that you're going for right now?
It started in grade 9. When our teacher, Mr. Clausen, was teaching us about like Roman and medieval history, and that's where I was like, "Yo, this is cool. I want to do this." But in high school, I switched. In high school, I kind of wanted to be a teacher, and then I took biology, and I was like, "Oh shit, I'm good at biology, and it's kind of fun. I want to do this." So I swapped to biology. I wanted to be a high school. Listen, my fucking secondary education has been a fucking roller coaster, let me tell you. So then I get to university, right? First year, fine. Everything is okay. Bio major, studying at the community college before going off to the big boy school. Everything's looking up Millhouse, And get to second year, and I flunked my first midterm in biology. And like it was bad. I got like a 30%. Oh, I hated it. And then I was failing in the lab too. And I was like, man, this isn't it anymore. And I had a math midterm coming up, and I didn't want to write it because we weren't allowed to have calculators or formula sheets. So I was like, I don't want to do this. And then that's where I learned that the program I was in to get in, like in the education program, was cut. So I had to reapply into education to become a teacher. And what had happened was I applied, didn't get in. And then I was like, shit, now what? And they said, oh, we'll just like bump your grades up and try again. And so I did. And I got in, but not to the program I wanted. I wanted to be a high school teacher. And they allot me with the middle years program. And I was like, this ain't what I want. I don't want this. And they're like, well, you can try and apply again to like transfer, but you have to wait a year. And we're not sure if all the credits you take in that year will transfer to that other program. So I was like, fuck it. I'll just get my honors degree in history, and then I'll go for a master's. So got the honors degree in history. We're good there. I didn't get into the history master's program at the U of S, probably because the department is small for the area I study. There's like 2 ancient historians right now, I think, and then there's like 2 or 3 medievalists. No, maybe there's 3. I think one of them's retiring. Anyway,
Medievalist is like person that studies medieval history, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Right on the nose, right on the money. So now I'm looking at getting into library and information sciences. I really enjoy.
That sounds super cool.
It's actually pretty. I like it. So I want to get into archival work, and I want to work with like medieval and ancient documents and sort of like bring them into the public more, so more people can look at them because they're really cool. So I guess if I had to categorize it, the profession I'm trying to get into is archival work with an emphasis on engaging with the public. So that's what we're hoping for. I got my application into the U of A. I'm looking at a job as a library assistant right now.
Nice. Do you want me to focus dark and you focus light, or?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. You were also mentioning, during high school, me, you, and Ozzy did a lot of hangouts after school. Is there any moments that really stuck out to you that you would like to share that probably... Oh my god, I died immediately.
There were so many times hanging out in your basement that were just so much fun.
So, there was some in your basement that were some good moments too.
Yeah, we like basements. Our parents couldn't hear us fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. There's a bunch of dark modes over here for you.
Okay, I'm coming.
So I remember I had like this inflatable globe we would throw at
Oh
each
my
other
god, this was the
in my
dumbest
fucking basement.
shit we
The
have.
dumbest fucking shit. Like, and we'd aim for the face too. We'd just like pelt each other
Why?
with it. And it was the funniest fucking thing. I don't know why we were just so entertained by it. Maybe it was like the like feeling like getting hit with something like that.
Like, it wasn't nice either. Oh my god.
No, we were dicks about it. We were jerks about it too.
Damn it.
Bro, you good over there?
I'm having some struggles. I think my what's
That's
the light
all good.
level for this?
It's like 1600.
Oh, it should be good.
Oh yeah, you'll be fine. This is annoying because there's a lot of the knights that will spew fire.
Okay, hold up. I'm gonna switch weapons a little bit while we're
Go for it.
talking this stuff.
But one of the other ones, so this would have been when we were, I think this was still in Waldeck. Came over, we're playing hide and go. Oh, I died. We were playing hide and go seek in my house, in the farmhouse, and you the fucking genius you are. Like, I know exactly where I'm gonna hide. And we had these closets that, it was like a linen closet. We had these blankets, but there was a space at the bottom, or on the floor, underneath a shelf, and you thought it was a great idea to hide under there, and then you remembered you were claustrophobic.
Yeah, I remembered I was claustrophobic about 2 minutes into that round, where I was like,
Yeah,
oh fuck.
and then I found you and you were crying, and I was like, oh shit, are you okay?
It's like,
And you're like, yeah, I'm just terrified in here right now.
I hate this.
And then we got you a glass of water. My mom was like, do you want to go home? And you're like, nah, I'm okay, I'm an idiot.
An actual moron.
Because yeah, like in Waldeck, I couldn't go to your house because you guys had cats.
Yeah, so when I lived out in Waldeck, yeah, you couldn't really. You didn't come over to our place a lot when we were in Waldeck because the cats and.
No. But you came over to my place a lot.
I remember I don't remember what day it was, but I don't know how this story happened, but you dropped your PS3 controller on my head, gave me a big old lump on my head.
Yeah, you were laying on the ground, and I had my like army green PS3 controller in my hands.
I didn't remember the color.
And for some reason, I remember the color.
I remember a controller hitting me in the forehead.
Yeah, you weren't seeing colors up until then.
I don't really remember why I was laying on the floor or anything, but
I remember either. Was that when like I think I had you over, and then we had to babysit some kids?
Oh, that sounds familiar.
That we knew from where we originally lived. Like they were like in town, and then my mom was like, "Oh, you boys play with this child." You're like,
this
I was like,
literal
oh,
infant.
Play with him. I'll play with him. I got Tristan over. We can play video games. And she was like, "No, hang out with this child now."
That was almost bad.
Almost.
But it wasn't.
Yeah, I remember that.
The world ball thing, there's just the dumbest shit ever.
God, it was so. We didn't hang outside a lot. Like I'm not. And we didn't go and play like in the snow or anything. We were just inside playing video games.
We did a lot of.
I got all the light done.
We did the bow. We shot the bow a few times.
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, that was always fun.
Shooting a bow is always fun though.
Oh yeah, very safe.
Super safe.
These guys are giving each other a blowjob.
Yeah. Nice.
All right,
Good
so
shot,
we just need the dark done. Oh no, never mind. It's damage.
Is it damage still? Yeah, it is. Right, supers are a thing.
All right, that was 1 damage rate. That was pretty good.
That was a good damage.
I did not know we had started damage.
Yeah, I was damaging him for a while before you jumped in there.
Well, I chimed in. Well, because like I was like, oh, his shield's still up, but that's because he was getting sucked off by Minotaurs.
Gotta love it.
Yeah, it's actually not that. That's pretty good. Oh yeah.
Is there any other stories that you have that you can think of? Oh, I picked up light modes by accident. Whoops.
I remember the one YouTube video we made where you jumped over my couch and fucking hit the radiator, and then I just popped in the camera and said noob.
Fun fact, that we don't have that footage anymore, so you will not see that.
You know what? Good.
That's
cringe.
Cringe shit right there. I remember hitting the radiator.
I remember you jumping over it, and you cleared the couch.
I did clear the couch.
Almost, like mostly.
I think I like. I think I hit my like shin on the arm, if I remember correctly, something like that. Yeah.
What about you? Like any good memories like from my farmhouse?
From your farmhouse? Always, the world will always the hitting me, you, and A, just beating the shit out of one another with the ball will always stick in my head, even though I'm pretty sure we all lost brain cells from that.
Oh, absolutely. I'm dumber because of it.
But it was worth it.
Oh, absolutely.
That's one thing that I always remember about the farmhouse. I forgot about the hide and seek in the closet thing.
I don't think I'll ever forget that.
It's probably the single dumbest thing I've done in my life.
It might be up there.
Well, it's definitely up there, I know that. Oh shit.
Just gonna throw grenades.
I remember you guys drawing a Hitler mustache on me.
Oh yeah, that was when you were. That was when you were in town.
I lived in town at that point. Yeah, I invited you guys over for the night, and then I fell asleep early. And
listen, you deserved it, because do you know how many times we went over at your place and you forgot to give us blankets?
And you were like cuddling.
Well, the one time, like we didn't even think about like, oh, can we just go sleep on the couches upstairs? We were just sleeping in the basement. And so you would just go sleep in your bed.
Yeah.
And we were just like, Ozzy would sleep on the couch because he had a bad, or because of his hips.
But like,
Dark Mode's over here, by the way.
Okay.
And then it's like A had found, I think he was sleeping in a laundry basket, and I was sleeping in the dirty laundry.
Something like that. It didn't occur to us to do like sleep upstairs until like the third time you guys were over. We're like, why don't we just all sleep upstairs? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I think we were watching a movie upstairs, like on TV.
It was The Hangover. It was one of the Hangovers.
Was it The Hangover? Yeah, you know, I think you're right. I was like, it's either The Hangover or Piranha 3 Double D.
Oh my god, right, we watched that too. we watched some gems.
Oh yeah, we did. I got the new auto rifle. Some fires.
A breaking his foot will always be something that sticks out to me.
How did he break his foot?
By jumping over the fence.
Oh yeah.
And he never went to get it looked
to your
at.
backyard. Dumbass.
Yeah, that you basically covered the main ones.
Go check this. See this?
Oh hell yeah. You're the Silver Surfer.
Yeah, we got hoverboards now. And this one's free.
I don't.
We can get it for you. You know, let's grab you the bonus chest.
So, next question. Us as a group, we make fun of you a lot for having a ton of hours in Destiny 2.
Yeah.
First of all, do you know roughly how many hours you have in Destiny 2 before I asked the continuation of this question?
Last I checked, it was over 4,000.
That makes sense. Is there anything that got you into Destiny and made you, like, that hooked you to stay in Destiny 2 for as long as you have?
Absolutely. I think number one, it was playing with the boys, like when everybody was playing it when it first dropped, because you guys were like, yo, you gotta pick up this game. And I did, and I was like, yo, this is cool. It's like space and magic and like cool weapons and shit. That's awesome. But I think what probably solidified it was when we tried the Leviathan raid for the first time, and I was like, holy shit, this is fucking awesome. Because I always love boss fights in video games, and
raids are just
a game
giant...
like that. It's just like, you know, like something you can do with your friends and like work together as a team, and then you get cool shit out of it, like armor, shaders, weapons, and I was like, this is dope. And yeah, it's just been a downhill spiral.
Just full-on degeneracy has kicked in because of this game.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Like the times like Alex Fancy and I, we would do GMs. The stuff I've done now, like since like a lot of people I know have, you know, stopped playing the game for whatever reasons, either, you know, not really interested in it anymore, things that happened in Bungie, or like other games. Like it's a really long season right now. Like I found like another group of people that have the same addiction as me, which I'm probably not a good idea. You know, like you don't tell them like a crack addict to go hang out with people who do crack.
It's
but
not really
here
great.
I am.
It's not really the greatest
No.
thing to do. Has there ever been a moment where you've almost given up the game or wanted to?
The last time that happened, I think it was Shadowkeep. I wasn't really big on Shadowkeep when it first dropped. I was like, this is okay. This isn't great. And then probably when it was announced that Bungie did a bunch of layoffs, I was like, that fucking sucks.
There is a great Ray Narvaez posted a great TikTok while he was voting for Game of the Year. A community support Destiny 2 was on there, and it was right after that bunch of layoffs, and he's like, you're fucking joking, get the fuck out of here.
Everybody in the community, in the Destiny community, was fucking laughing at that. We were like, really? You just like, you fired like a bunch of your community management team, and then like you got fucking Josh and me.
You're not winning this award. Fuck right off.
I don't think they did. I think it was I think it was Larian.
I think it was
Baldur's Gate. Yeah, and deserved, honestly.
Very much so. Yeah. Is there any stories with Destiny 2 that you would like to share that happened with like the old clan, the clan you play with now, or the randoms that you do some stuff with?
So, one will be teaching Toddy how to play this game. So I'd met this friend named Sam in like an Overwatch group, and Sam had texted me and she said, hey, you play Destiny, right? And I was like, yeah, I love Destiny. It's great. She said, I've got a friend that really wants to play it, but she doesn't really know how to play video games. She could use a hand. And I was like, yeah, I'd love to. So that's mine and Toddy's origin story, and because she really wanted to meet Cade, because she's a big, what's his name, Nathan Fillion fan. She's a huge Nathan Fillion fan. And she was like, he's in this game, I gotta meet him, I gotta meet Cade. And she was right at the mission where you get to meet him, where he's stuck in the Vex portal, or in the Vex thing, and he's like, oh, my cotton socks, get me the fuck out of here. So teaching how to play the game will always be a memory, because she just was running into holes. And she was like, oh, what's down here? And then would die, and then we would just giggle. It was so fucking funny.
Sounds like me, but I'm actually, I have video game experience.
Yeah. No, seriously, like, Toddy didn't play many video games up until Overwatch. I think that was really one of the first games she had ever really played. And then, yeah, she heard about Destiny. She wanted to get in on it. As with, like, the old crew, probably, like, our last Wish runs, Grandmasters with Fancy and Alex. I miss those days so much. I like playing with Alex and them. I really missed that.
God, he is so turned off this game.
I wouldn't blame him.
He is so turned off this game now. He just does not like it anymore.
The thing is, like, Lightfall wasn't great. I enjoyed it, but I think number one, the game's been around for way too long.
Yeah.
I think number two, they've made some questionable decisions. Like laying off everybody, just not great. I think they're making a bit of a turnaround.
They're trying.
The stuff that they've added, yeah. Well, I mean, they got one more expansion to get out. And say what you want about it, I still love it, and I still love the people that actually make it. Fuck management. Management can go suck.
Yeah, management is terrible.
It's management that sucks. The people that actually make the game, though, they love it and they have fun with it, and I'm excited to see what more comes out of Bungie. I know people are like, I'm never going to give Bungie money again, but for me, it's like any company you play a video game for, you're supporting some kind of like shitty corporate entity. Like whether or not, like, are you buying Xbox games? Are you playing like Sea of Thieves, like Nintendo, anything like that? Like, for me, I'm like, if you're gonna make a moral stand about it, then you gotta cut out all video games, because no matter what, you're supporting some big entity that doesn't give a shit about their employees.
They give a shit about money.
Reality of it. Exactly. So for me, it's like, yeah, but I definitely get why a lot of people like Alex don't like the game anymore. But I will say, it's not the people making the game that have been fucking up, because a lot of what we learned was that the people who make Destiny, they're like, yo, we gotta do something.
We have to keep our players.
But management is what went, no, we're not going to do that. No, we're not going to do this. No, we're not going to do that. And so it wasn't until they missed their projected revenue for, that is to say, like, Lightfall was still a successful expansion. It's not to say it flopped, but it didn't do as well as they expected.
Lightfall is the one that added the Strand stuff, right?
Yeah, and like I'll say, you know, Lightfall wasn't their best expansion, but it was not their worst. I think all the stuff with the layoffs is what really fucked them over. Yeah. And then other memories, like with the new crew, like knocking out raids. Like I've done every raid on master difficulty, and that has been loads of fun. I've met some great people to play PvP with. Raids, like just kind of fucking around in the game. Oh man, so in Crota's Inn, the first encounter's in the Abyss, and one of the people I play with, her name is Cricket. She's fucking hilarious. Like, we're playing, and we start making like girls' night jokes, like, oh, this is girls' night, like just the girlies playing games together. Along with one of our friends, Squid, who's from New Zealand. Squid's also, like, they're all fucking awesome. Like, we're joking about that, but like one time I had this sword on my Titan, and I put a shader on it that made it pink and white, and I was like, yo, Cricket, check this out, I've got the Sailor Moon sword. And she immediately started singing the Sailor Moon theme song and started putting everyone's gamer tag as the different, like, sailors, like Sailor Jupiter and shit.
Sailor Jupiter, yeah.
Funniest fucking shit. And then, like, also she'll just drop shit like, we Gucci in this coochie. So, you know, running into people like her are fucking amazing.
It's a good line.
It's great.
A solid line.
Fucking love it. Fucking love it.
Is this like the same as the other encounters, or?
Yeah, it's like the same. We have to follow Toland, so he'll show up on the sand circles, on the walls. So he's at the one right where we walked in. So we need light. We need light modes. I mean, here's the thing, right? I don't agree with a lot of things Bungie's done.
But you agree with Destiny.
I agree with Destiny, and I agree with the people that make the game. And I'm excited for the final shape. I know some people are kind of like, I don't really care, and I think that's fine. If you don't really give a shit, like, you know, it's your money, you're a consumer, you can choose to do with it as you wish. I think, are there better games out there? Yeah, of course. There's like, you also have to remember Destiny's like fucking 6 years old.
It is a very old game at this point.
the fact that it still garners like I saw somewhere like in one day they had like over 700,000 people still playing. That's pretty crazy for a game that's like 6 years old.
When did it come out?
Was it 2018? Came out in 2017. It was
2017. So yeah, 6 years.
Yeah, we're coming up on 7. Yeah, this is the year that will be like the end of like Bungie's projected like, oh, we're gonna make 10 years of Destiny. So very well they might be done with it. Part of me hopes that they're not, just because I love this game so much and there's so many interesting stories that they could tell. You know, we'll see. I'm excited about Marathon though.
Do you think they're... Oh, Marathon. What's Marathon?
Okay, so Marathon is a game that Bungie made back in the 90s. They are making an extraction shooter titled Marathon. It's going to take place in like the same world, universe thing. The trailer looks fucking awesome.
Where do I put these moats?
You dunk them right here. You have to get to the roof, so... Just gotta move the room once. So, we'll see what happens with Marathon and Destiny. I think they're gonna probably continue making stuff for Destiny.
Yeah.
I know another thing people are kind of tired of is the seasonal model. Totally agree. I'm excited about episodes, which is how they're gonna do... Instead of seasons, they're gonna do these things called episodes, and... Honestly, I think they look sick. I'm very excited to see what they involve. What do we mean by that? We need dark. Yeah, I'm
dark?
looking forward to it. Yeah. I mean, like, there's... I got some dark ones. There's loads of games right now. Like, I've been playing a lot of Helldivers. Helldivers is fucking awesome.
That actually leads to my next question. Me and you have actually played some other games outside of Destiny now too, like Terraria. We started playing recently. Deep Rock has been our craze.
Yeah, Deep Rock is fucking awesome.
Is there any stories you would like to share from our Deep Rock excursions?
Rory's penis. Rory's penis. Fucking hilarious.
Rory's penis will live in infamy.
I fucking love that, man. That was so fucking funny.
It was...
I think... Yo, get over here.
It was perfectly framed.
Oh, man. Like, a clear... Like, that's the ideal dick pic.
Just...
You know, like, so... Oh, I would hang that in my office. I might.
I have.
Nice. Let's go.
I know Helldivers is something that's on my agenda to get for me, you, Rory, and Ozzy as well.
Darkness again, by the way.
Darkness again? Okay.
Yeah, like, here's the thing. I love Helldivers. Helldivers, its whole premise is just kill shit, have fun. Love it. It has some Deep Rock Galactic vibes where it's like, oh, these are the kinds of missions you're doing. There's one more note. They're gonna be adding like new guns. We're gonna be getting mechs and shit, and can't wait. It kind of depends. Like, here's the thing: there's not much story. I know there is. Oh, I fucking died. I know there is lore to the game. I just don't know much about it. There's not a whole lot of storytelling from a scholar though, somebody who reads a lot of books. I'm really interested in how they portray like. Sort of like nationalist propaganda, but that's a conversation for a different day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I know that game is all like
again.
kind of all dark again. Okay.
Yeah, it's really good. It's a lot of fun. If you like Deep Rock, you'll love.
Is it a brain rot kind of game?
It's a brain rot kind of game. Fucking, you should see the TikToks Rory has posted.
I saw the one recently where he called you back in and you just landed right on top of it.
I was aiming for him too. I'm like not even gonna lie. I was aiming for that sucker, and you just throw me.
I summon you from the depths of space. Come back to me, evil spirit. Not like that!
I saw him and I was like, I'm gonna fucking land right on you.
It was... the way Rory edits his TikToks is really
It's really
good,
good.
actually. I think we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that's on my list to get. Slowly trying to get back into this game, but this game is...
Honestly, dude, like, if you don't like the game, don't play it. You know what I mean?
It's not that I hate it, it's just, it's a big grind.
Oh, it can be. I find it's not as grindy if you have, like, people to goof off with.
Yeah.
Like, that's... I'm not even paying attention to what we need. I think we have to go back to the ceiling. So whatever you make first, we'll just continue with. I think the other part is, like... There's not a lot of goofy stuff in Destiny. I think probably the recent thing that they've added would be... What color did you grab? Did you grab darkness?
I have darkness.
Okay, let's grab that. How was that light? What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know how that was light.
There's not a lot of goofy stuff in Destiny. I think the hoverboards are probably the most recent addition. Strand's pretty goofy.
You can do a lot of goofy stuff with Strand.
Yeah, but it's not really a game that facilitates like.
You can't.
Let's just be dumbasses.
You can't build like Six Flags or.
You can't build Six Flags.
And see, that's my biggest
You
complaint
can't.
with Destiny 2. I just want to.
Yeah.
I want to build
mean,
Six
like,
Flags.
You can be goofy.
Yeah.
You can be goofy. There are ways you can do it. I like being goofy in Crucible. Like, me and the boys, like, just everybody rolling up with sweet business and just fucking about. Love to see it. I'd like to see more goofy stuff in Destiny, but I don't know. Bungie kind of makes serious games in some ways. Like, I know Halo can be pretty goofy, but
That's not made by Bungie anymore.
no, it's made by 343. Yeah. All right, I picked up some dark modes. Although the guy, so recently, the director of Destiny 2 is stepping down. Fuck that. And the guy that's taken over has been working for Bungie since like the early 2000s, late 90s. And he actually oversaw like the creation of Forge mode in Halo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so very much looking forward to that. Actually, even PvP has been feeling a lot better in Destiny. Like, they did a big update.
Can you imagine if we got a Forge mode in this game?
That would be fucking ridiculous. I know someone would make, like, St. 14's fucking metal cock.
Oh, you know it. What do we need? Dark?
Dark. Yeah. Yeah, things like dungeons, I love them in this game. I don't know, there's not really many games that have this kind of
Content.
stuff to do. Yeah, like I know Final Fantasy 14 has stuff like this. I don't think I could play Final Fantasy 14.
You want to talk about a grindy game?
What? Final Fantasy 14?
Yeah.
Have you tried it?
I played a little bit of it, but it's super grindy.
Yeah, see, something like that, I don't know if I could do. I like Destiny because in some ways that they've like reduced the grind, like they added crafting, which I think has helped. At least it's helped me because it's like, oh, I don't have to like go and search for that like 5 out of 5 rule I want. I can go and make it.
Go make it, yeah.
But at least I had to like work to get the patterns for it though. I've tried other games. Warframe wasn't hitting for me.
That's fair.
I'm not big on Warframe. Fancy might hate me for that, but
Fuck them.
beautiful.
So I think this may be the first time this has ever been said on a video, but you are actually the godfather of Ellie.
Yeah. That's my little goddaughter.
What was your reaction when I told you Alyssa was pregnant and we were having a
I've
kid?
had 3 different reactions to you telling me that Alyssa's pregnant, alright? So the first you told, motherfucker, first time you told me, I made you go and buy condoms. I took you to fucking a pharmacy and I was like, you're getting condoms.
You did.
You're not gonna be 19 years old working at Subway and bringing a child into this world.
To be fair, once we realized Ellie was actually a thing, I did go and get a better paying job.
That's true. That's true. You did.
I stepped
Can't
up
remember where
very.
you worked after Subway.
I was at
Worked-
PV Mart
was
for
it?
like 2 years.
That's right. Yeah. All right. I picked up some dark notes. That's what we need. Yeah, I forgot you worked at PV Mart for a while. I applied there one summer.
Wasn't a
Didn't
bad
get a
job.
Yeah. But yeah, so my first reaction was, you're not knocking someone up at 19 years old.
Jesus Christ! I just got launched to the wall like a lawn dart.
Second reaction, you told me in Walmart. Like, my mom and I were in Walmart and we ran into you, and you were like, "Hey, so Alyssa might be pregnant," and I slapped you.
You
I
did.
smacked you in the head. Third reaction, you were smart. You got me on a phone on a PlayStation call, and we were playing Overwatch, I think.
Yeah.
And man, Overwatch is nothing.
That
Overwatch
was
has been okay.
that was fun.
Overwatch was a lot of fun.
Overwatch 1 was a lot of fun.
2's okay. My boy Reinhardt, he's suffering right now. Ramach was fun to play as though. But yeah, at first I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. How many times do I have to like prevent you from knocking someone up? And then you told me I was a godfather, I was like, okay, I guess I can.
You know what?
Okay with
you
it
know what? I'm
now.
okay with it. Yeah.
Like now we're okay with it. But yeah, that was my reaction at first was like, yeah, those are my reactions. It's something we talk about, like that's pretty funny though.
Yeah. It was just a thing that kept.
But I will
kept
say,
saying,
I love Ellie. I love Ellie.
The greatest.
What a sweetheart.
The greatest 3 mistakes of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty awesome.
Yeah, she is.
So now moving on from games and like Ellie, what are the plans that you have for the next 5 years of your life? Out of curiosity.
So next 5 years, I'd like to be done my masters. That is if I get into this program. I would like to get a job in probably like special collections. I really like digitizing stuff. Like that's a lot of fun. Probably get married. That's something Rhiannon and we've talked about here and there. We're coming up on 6 years.
I was about to say you've been with Rhiannon for a long time.
Yeah, 6 years.
Yeah, that's crazy actually.
Yup. And I love her. I love her so much. So yeah, that's something.
She's
we'll
pretty
do in the
rad.
next 5 years.
She's pretty rad.
She's fucking awesome. She's hilarious, specifically in her sleep.
Oh?
She says the funniest fucking shit in her sleep. It's like when we were snowed in last weekend.
Fucking that snow-in was awful.
Dude, it's so bad. I'll send you a picture of me next to our car.
Yeah.
Fucking just buried.
That'd be great. I'll put that picture like here.
Fuck yeah. Put my face on the internet. Love it. Dox me.
I won't dox you. That's a very different thing. I'm not gonna tell you.
Yeah, I know. Like earlier that day, I've been like, if you want a kiss, you gotta pay me for it. You have to give me one of your ketchup chips for kisses or like a hug. And she's like, that shit's free. I'm like, nah, you gotta pay me. I want a ketchup chip. Alright, and you're gonna kiss out for work.
Continue.
How the fuck am I gonna get up there? Actually, no, hold on. I gotta focus.
You just gotta play Tony Hawk.
Anyway, so yeah, exactly. So she fell asleep, and I was like, "Babe, you want to wake up?" And she's like, "No, sleeping's free." She's so fucking funny in her sleep, man.
Sleeping is free. That's a good one.
But yeah, I'd like to start a career of some kind. Not quite sure what that looks like yet. I mean, hopefully it's in archives, but I mean, it depends if I get into this program or not.
I didn't realize it's been 6 years. Like,
Yeah. It's pretty nuts.
so it was 2018 you got together with him or with her?
Yeah, 2018, August 27th. She
Oh, wow.
would kill me if I did not remember the day of our first date.
That's crazy.
Into
Well,
Wong's Kitchen in Swift Current.
I won't forget it now because it's the same age as Ellie.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So definitely won't forget that now.
Nope.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Good.
I'll wait for you in the next spot.
I have more questions, but I need to. I'm trying to focus as well.
Okay, no, dude, you're good, dude.
Woo! Also, you're a big history guy, as you were saying before.
Yeah.
If you could go back in history and have, like, just sit down and talk with anyone from history, who, like, is there anyone specific or multiple people that you would talk with?
I
feel like, what the fuck is up with your...
Yes. So, I would like... Jesus Christ, I want to see what the fuck that dude was on. Because it's agreed amongst historians that Jesus Christ was a historical figure. Fuck, dude.
I just boosted you right off.
Oh, man. There's like, there's like, so I study medieval magic, right? That's what I study, and or like Christian relics. Fuck me, I'm gonna die.
Shit!
I think for me it would be Thomas Aquinas would be really interesting. He's like this I think he's Renaissance scholar. He's like, one of the things I learned about him was he would have 4 different scribes sitting in each corner of a room, and then he would like dictate something to one scribe and then dictate something to the other, and then so on and so forth, and he would have like a couple different books being written at the same time. I think he did some work on magic. I'm pretty sure he did. But
like actual magic, not Magic the Gathering, I'm assuming.
Not Magic the Gathering, no.
Gotcha.
But I'm sure he would have liked Magic the Gathering. Maybe Jules Domaine. This woman, 16th century England. So there's this whole thing. So there's this woman, right? She's married to Henry the Sixth, the Duke of Gloucester. I can't remember her name. I'm a really bad historian for that. Oh, I just got an exotic drop.
Let's go.
Anyway, so she really wanted to be Queen of England. And so she was originally a mistress to the Duke of Gloucester. I don't remember her name. I keep thinking Cecilia Pennyfodder, but she was a peasant. Duke of Chester.
You looking it up?
So she became, yeah, I'm looking up right now. So she was the mistress of Eleanor. That's it. That's her name, Eleanor. So she became the mistress of the Duke of Gloucester, and so she goes to this woman named Jules Domaine, and she is probably one of the coolest names I've ever come across in history. So Jules Domaine, also known as the Witch of Eye.
Okay, that
fucking
sounds
badass
rad.
title.
Sounds rad.
So she was like a magical practitioner, made potions and stuff, and so Eleanor goes to her and is like, "Hey, can you like makes me up a love potion so I can get this guy to leave his wife and marry me?" And so that's what happens. She gets a love potion, gives it to him, he leaves his wife, he marries his mistress. And she's like, "Great, he's next in line for the throne.
Shit.
I'm married to him now. Okay, now I got to figure out when the king is going to die, so I know when I'm going to become the queen." Thing is, predicting the king's death is treason. It's no bueno, no bueno. You can't do that.
Not a good thing.
So, she hires Eleanor and some local bishop. I can't remember if they're bishops or priests, but like these sort of like learned clergymen. And she's like, yo, I will pay you money to find out when the king's gonna die. And they're like, yo, this is illegal. And she's like, whatever. No one's gonna find out. People find out.
Potato, tomato.
Potato, tomato. People find out. This whole like court case ensues. I think Eleanor of Cobham was her name. Sorry, I have ADHD, so I will go off on like little things like that.
It's all good.
We just found out about that this year, actually. That I have ADHD, so that's great. So yeah, Eleanor of Cobham. She is found guilty. The people that helped her are all executed, so burned at the stake or hung. Wish I were hung. And then Eleanor.
Big boy, you are hung like a goddamn horse. Oh my god, I'm going to die.
If by horse you mean like My Little Pony, little miniature plastic horse, then yes. But yeah, she. I would just like to know like the Witch of Eyes perspective and sort of like what she knows, because I don't know. I just think it's really interesting. Sorry, I have a lot of answers to that.
Ooh, I was kind of hoping you had a lot of answers to that.
Maybe St. Thomas More. So St. Thomas More is the sort of advisor to King Henry VIII, and like the guy that killed all of his wives. I'm pretty sure it's King Henry VIII because
because that's the musical Six. Desi's been listening to a lot of that, and it's all about his wives.
Yeah, so Henry wants to get divorces. And he goes to his advisor. His advisor's like, no, you can't get a divorce. No.
Two of them were.
So then he's like, oh, that's treason because you're disagreeing with me. And then he has Thomas More killed. But then Thomas More becomes ratified as a saint because he's like a martyr, or he died. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he writes this book called Utopia, which is this this idea that like a perfect society can exist. It's sort of like a dialogue between him and a sailor who had just returned from this journey to Utopia, and it's like a perfectly functioning society. And so he kind of talks about what a society kind of should look like, or like what an idealized society is, but it's like impossible because humans suck. So Thomas More, in terms of like ancient history, Perpetua. Sorry, I just fucking kicked my phone cord, moving my leg, and sent my phone reeling towards my nuts, but it missed, and whew, my future children will know about this, that they were spared being crushed by my Samsung Galaxy 22, Plus, because it's big, because I got big hands. Big hands, tiny dick. That's the key.
That's what they say.
Old fleshlight hands, they call me.
I don't know who they are, but they are incorrect.
So Perpetua is an early Christian woman from Carthage, I believe. And we just got through translating The Passion of Perpetua in my Latin class. I've read it before. God, why would this fucking tube abduct me already? Come on, suck me. Try. Oh, no, there we go. I just held up my thing and it sucked me up. So she is a Christian, and at the time Christians are persecuted. So she's from a wealthy family. We know this because, like, in the Passion of Perpetua, she's able to speak Greek. So we know she's learned. She comes from a noble family, and she's like very convicted that she's a Christian, and nothing's gonna change her mind about it. And they're about her and these other. They're called catechumens. So they're people that haven't been baptized yet, but are about to be baptized.
Yeah.
And so this woman named Felicity, who's pregnant, and some others. One of them, his name is Saturus. They are in prison and they're waiting for their execution. And she has these like vivid visions. And some of them are really interesting. So there's one where her and her fellow catechumens are climbing this golden ladder, and there's a dragon at the bottom. and there are swords and weapons along the sides of the ladder. It's very thin, so you have to be mindful of how you're climbing up. And so it's like this ascent to heaven. She has one where she fights an Egyptian man in a gladiator fight, and she becomes a man and fights this guy. But yeah, it's like really,
Is this the
really
final area?
interesting. Yep, this is the boss.
Oh, okay.
You seem underwhelmed.
Kind of.
This dungeon is pretty easy, and it's one of the free ones. That's another thing I don't like that Bungie's done is I know people talk about like Bungie's over monetized, and they have. I will agree with that. However, other games do it worse, and I think people who play Destiny gotta realize that Apex Legends is so fucking bad. Oh my god, I don't know how much Apex you play. They do collection events where it's like a themed event, there's themed skins, and oftentimes the skins are really cool. Expensive though.
You can only get them during the events, right? Though.
Sometimes they'll put them in the store for like later, so like in like a couple months you might be able to get it. But so then they'll have like X amount of items, like skins and such, and then they'll have like an item that's really desired. So it might be an heirloom for a character, or a special skin for a character. They're called mythic skins. They might have those, and those are really cool looking. Problem is, they had one where it was a reskin of a shotgun.
Okay.
In order to get everything, because you have to get everything before you get the really good item, it would cost you $160 for a reskin on a weapon.
God.
So I know people will say like Bungie over monetizes, and absolutely I agree with that. I think a lot of games monetize. Fucking Bungie's not the only one that does it.
I will.
And I think
Destiny is now a free to play game, so it does make sense.
it does. I don't think it should be free to play though.
No.
I think they should have just like kept. Yeah, I've got my opinions about it. It's still my favorite game. I love it.
If you could actually choose to live in any fantasy world, would this be the one, or would it be another world?
It would be this. Maybe Lord of the Rings. I think that's a really cool world. Something with magic. I love magic.
I'm assuming it's like the other encounters this, hey?
Yeah. Dunk moats, fight boss. I'm about to die. Yeah, it'd probably be Destiny or maybe like D&D. Like that's always really cool. So like Baldur's Gate would be sick.
Baldur's Gate would be kind of cool.
I'm trying to think what other. Lord of the Rings, just like that kind of like medieval setting, or Percy Jackson even. Homeboy.
What?
Taking all my fucking moans.
I have 4.
How
many do you have?
These? I've got 2. I would have had 5. Fuck 'em up.
Speaking, so Lord of the Rings, D&D would be, who would you want as your DM if you were in the D&D world?
Like, if it could be anybody?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That is a really good question.
Light moats over here.
Beautiful. I'm trying to think who would be... I feel like George R. R. Martin would make a really good Dungeons & Dragons session. Or Stephen King.
Stephen King
I'm
would
go with
be
Stephen
great.
King. I think I would want Stephen King to make a D&D session for me.
You know, that would be a wild ride.
Oh yeah, but it'd be so good. As long as he doesn't make me fuck any kids.
Yeah, that would not be the most ideal situation.
Oh. Why do you have to write that? I don't know. Alright, we need dark modes. Which this room sucks for too. Oh, there we go.
I have light modes. Damn it! How is that light? I was in the dark.
Yeah, it's I love this dungeon, and part of the reason why I want to do this one is there's a loot refresh.
I was actually
so,
reading
like,
about that on the video I was watching about it.
Yeah, so they brought in some of the Trials of the 9 weapons. Some more of them. And so, yeah, and they're really, really good. I've got the SMG on right now, and I feckin' love it. But I really want the hand cannon. I want a better roll on the shotgun. I think that's another thing, like, I think a lot of, I think a lot of the reason, like, why people might quit Destiny is it's a lot of fatigue.
There's a lot
like, ooh, yeah, but they're all light. I'll grab them just so we don't accidentally pick them up. It's a great game. It's fantastic, in my opinion. In my opinion, right? I will often feel bad about asking people to play this game because I'm too stuck on what people on the internet think. Too stuck on it. I gotta get out of that because I open up Twitter or something and it's just people saying shit game, and I'm like I don't want to ask people to play it if it's a shit game.
That's fair.
And I don't think it's a shit game, but that's my opinion. Anyway, I can't remember what. See, this is the ADHD thing again.
I asked you another question while you were in the middle of answering one, and
yeah, no. What was the question?
I don't even remember. That's my ADHD.
Oh, it was like the DM. The DM.
Yeah, the DM thing.
The DM stuff. Yeah. I think like probably like George R. R. Martin or Stephen King. Maybe even Shakespeare if you wouldn't plagiarize it.
Yeah, oh,
yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Alright, damage.
How does damage phase work? I didn't get this far.
Okay, so he's gonna stand on this platform. We're gonna shoot him. He's gonna teleport away. Thing is, the further you are away from him, you'll get these like stacks of darkness, and if you get too many, you'll die.
Okay.
So he'll throw these like portals at us that will teleport you back. So you just gotta like keep moving. So you just hit me with one. You can avoid getting hit by them.
I just got sniped.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to like just keep moving, otherwise I will die.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Actually, I can just do this. Yeah, so dark entropy. So yeah, he'll just keep moving away from us. That's pretty much damage phase.
Oh, okay.
He'll reach the end, then he'll stop like running away from us like a little bitch. So what about you? Is there like a game that you really like that you might, you know that maybe not a lot of people would, that you would play, that you'd want to play with people, but you're maybe afraid to ask?
Honestly, Fortnite for me.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because that's like my guilty pleasure game at this point. It's just, while I'm waiting for videos to edit, that's what I'm playing.
Nice.
I
will say I have tried Fortnite. I tried the Minecraft or the
Lego stuff.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
Shit. Basically the last question of this, since we are at the end of the dungeon, and actually I'm at the end of the list almost. You started streaming recently, but you kind of fell out of it. Do you see yourself going back and trying again, or?
I'm glad you asked me this. It's a really good question. So, number one, I enjoy streaming. I think it's a lot of fun, and I would absolutely like to do it more. Do it with friends, make funny clips, that kind of thing. Number one, I feel like in order to be engaging, I should have something like a camera or something showing my face. I'm not that. I don't want to show my face on the internet for people to find out. That's just me.
Or like Rory with the PNG tuber.
Yeah. So I've actually been looking into that, and they came up with a really funny idea. So my gamer tag is Oakenhorn.
It is.
And I was thinking like, what can I do with that? I was like, man, it'd be really funny if I was just a plank of wood sitting in a gaming chair, fucking playing video games.
Oh, like playing from Ed, Edd and Eddy.
like playing from Ed, Ed and Eddie, but there's a PNG YouTuber that kind of inspired me to do this. His name is Evil Toaster, and he's a frog sticker.
Okay.
He's just like a crinkled up little frog sticker. I don't know why. Oh yeah, we need darkness. And I was like, that is really fun. He plays Apex, and I think Valorant too. Alright, I got darkness. So I was like, you know what? What's something I could do? And yeah, I came up with this idea of like just being a Plankowitz thing in a gaming chair. I was like, you know what would be fun? Is I can change like what I'm wearing. Like I could have like a headset on, or I could have like if I'm playing Baldur's Gate, I could be wearing like a staff and like a helmet. When I'm playing Destiny, I could have a Gallarhorn on my back.
That would be really funny.
So I'm in the process of working on it. Toddy actually said that she would make a model for me, and I was like, oh my god, that'd be amazing, because I was just going to make something in Microsoft Paint. So that kind of thing, it's in the process. I think I'm going to try and do it more this summer when I have more free time.
That's fair.
Because I know I also want to do like, you know, make like little TikToks and stuff, and sort of see how that pans out.
Fair enough.
No, that's it's something I want to keep doing, because it's a lot of fun. And I think in terms of a game like Destiny, I think it needs more positive members of the community rather than negative.
Fucking absolutely. I'm not even like, I don't even follow Destiny stuff, but I can already, yeah, definitely needs more.
And, that's not to say that the game is perfect. It's not by any stretch. I know it has its flaws.
Every game does.
It kind of annoys me. It annoys me. Anytime I open up Twitter, it's just a bunch of negative stuff, or it's just like another... I think part of it is like, this is a really long season, and I think a lot of content creators are like, oh, what can I do to generate content? That's what they bait.
That's, it's for content creators, with how long this season has been, I can, especially if they're just specifically, Destiny, I get where it would be,
Oh, for sure. I can empathize with that. But be honest with your audience.
Yeah, just be like, man, I'm fucking...
Well, even like, just like, hey, you know, it's a long season, I'm gonna play something else on stream. Like, there are other games I've been playing in the background, but I'm gonna try something else out. Let me know what you think. And, you know, your viewership will dip. But, I mean,
well, yeah,
that's okay.
yeah. There will always be a dip, especially if you're a specific Destiny streamer /
Right.
But if you're tired of the game with like the season, why suffer and make other people have to deal with your suffering?
Well, exactly, right? And I think that's a big part of it, is like, maybe people don't like the game. That's fine. Your taste can change. You don't have to like what the game is right now or anything like that. And if it's not something that's bringing joy in your life, you know, don't do it. Right? I don't know why. I feel like maybe some people force themselves to play it, and I've done that too, where I've been like, oh, I should do this, but at the same time, I've also learned that I need to take a step back and go, oh, is this something I want to do, or do I feel like I have to do it? It's actually what happened to a friend of mine I met. He used to play Destiny all the time, but he would force himself to do stuff that he didn't really want to do, because he felt like he had to do it. And he hates the game now. He doesn't play it. He talks shit about it whenever he can. And I mean, if that's kind of like your catharsis, I'm not going to judge you for that. Yeah, it's not pleasant to talk about Destiny with him anymore, the way he used to be.
I know for a bit, like, that was me with Gambit.
Yeah. And that's exactly it, right? When you're forcing yourself to do something. It's one thing if it's like, okay, I want to do this one thing, but I don't necessarily want to spend a whole lot of time on it. I'm just gonna chip away at it, you know? And I think that's a healthy way of doing it. And then that's the same thing with Destiny, right? I think just sitting down and just playing nothing but Destiny over and over again, probably not good for you.
Probably not
especially
good
when
for
there's so many
for your like mental health.
Well, exactly. Like, especially when there's so many amazing games out right now. Baldur's Gate, Helldivers, Stardew Valley's getting an update.
Deep Rock, fantastic.
I am so excited for Sea of Thieves to come to PlayStation. You have no idea.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves coming to PlayStation is big.
I am so excited for that. I'm going to play so much Sea of Thieves.
Even kind of Overwatch. I know it's been like kind of fucked, but Overwatch for people are still big.
Oh yeah. And I think if you enjoy, like, I've got a friend. Her name is Thorn. She loves Overwatch. It's like her. What Destiny is to me, Overwatch is to her. And I think that's okay. You know, if it kind of like sparks something to you, if you really enjoy it, I think that's great. You know. Is it a perfect game? Again, no. Are there things that they could be doing that are better for the game? Sure, but you could make that say that about like any company making that. I think that's why like live service is so hard, because it's kind of hard to like keep the dials turning.
You can only do so much. Die.
You got this, buddy.
I do not have this, Ray.
I'm on like one rocket.
No!
Tristan, one rocket.
I don't have a rocket.
Tristan, look at its health.
I know, it is literally a cunt of health.
I'm proud of you. My Warlock jump fucked me. Oh, they just gave it to us. Oh, pity party. Thank you. I haven't eaten since like 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Perfect. That was actually the last question too.
Thank you, Bungie gods.
Thank you for that.
Oh, I got the darkest before.
Oh, that was.
But yeah,
that was perfect.
So like that's something I would want to do is like maybe do like main Destiny content, but then other things too. Sea of Thieves,
like other stuff on the
Stardew.
side, but mainly do your Destiny content.
Yeah, I think that's what I would mainly do.
And that wouldn't be a bad thing, because I know if you stream one specific category, it is way easier to get a following than variety streaming.
Right. And maybe that's a good way to like look at is like start with this and then see what happens, but you never know.
Get your fan base and then kind of go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what'd you get?
I got a chess piece. I got the chess piece.
Nice. See how we did damage wise. We did pretty good. I'm proud of us.
Yeah. Wow, you kicked my ass in kills.
And that's another thing, and I think that's where like some toxic people in Destiny are like, oh wow, you only did so much damage, like, oh what the fuck. The way I see it, man, if you're doing something, if you're just getting carried,
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Exactly. I got a pulse rifle. You should have got a weapon from this chest, no?
I got the shotgun. So now I have
nice.
3 of them.
The shotgun is what people are really after from this. It's got some spicy rolls, but you're gonna like this roll.
The
destabilizing rounds, it causes things to explode.
Oh, I love it.
Like me.
Alright. But you should go and fucking eat some food if you.
I'm gonna go eat my sandwich.
Yeah, I'll let you go.
This was fun. This was fun. Cool.
This was fun as hell.
I want to play more games with you.
I also want to play more games with you. We have to.
I miss you. I miss you, buddy.
I miss you.
Like I really wanted to come down this weekend and see you.
Yeah.